What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and fuck's sake, just after we've had a pretty shit performance, really, against West Ham, one that, you'd argue, look, it's one of them games. You sometimes win them, you sometimes lose them. Everton weren't at the races today. It wouldn't surprise me if we go to West Ham and they have a similar game when we're at their place. It just happens when teams are of a decent, similar level, challenging for the top 8, you'd say. I can't get over the news today. Doucouré has essentially broken his metatarsal, I believe, and he's out for between 6 to 9 weeks. And my concern with this is a similar thing happened last season, if you remember. We lost Alan. And we weren't the same. We weren't the same side after. And it's almost like deja vu, when you get ahead of yourself and you think, right, we're doing really well. And it was the same last season. I was ahead of myself. I was thinking, my God, we were flying. And then we hit a road bump. And this is a decent sized road bump. This is not good, in my opinion. This is bad. This is bad. There's no getting around it, because Doucouré is integral to what we do. Every time he got the ball against West Ham, I felt like we might get back in the game. Every time he picked up the ball and he carried it 20, 30 yards, I felt like we were back in the game. And not having that is going to be an absolutely monumental blow. And we saw it towards the end of last season when Doucouré couldn't play. It was a big blow. I'm really... Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm really worried. Because, yes, there's an international break, which helps. But Doucouré is going to be coming back into a Christmas period. And we're not really going to know how fit he's going to be. What condition his foot's in. Calvert-Lewin appears to have a reoccurring type injury, so it doesn't look like he can actually recover from it, quickly, which is what we wanted. And this is where the squad depth is just a joke. This is where £568 million, whatever it is, in the last 5 years, and this is our squad, is a joke, because we've got no one capable of coming in and replacing Doucouré. It's very simple, we haven't. If you say to me, oh, Andre Gomez is going to do the Doucouré job, he's not going to do it as well. Nor is Tom Davies, nor is Gabami. And I'm not writing any of these players off. But Doucouré, in my opinion, has been absolutely monumental this season. He was phenomenal against Manchester United. He has been really good in a lot of games this season. And losing him, it's just a massive blow. Everything goes through him, because... you saw it the weekend. The ball tends to pop to Doucouré on the edge of the box, and he is the one that releases Townsend or Gray or someone else. It's not an easy job what he does, yet he does it so well. And not having him, I don't know. I am really worried. Like, genuine, no bullshit. Really worried. I think it's an absolutely huge blow, and there's no point sugarcoating it. There's no point sitting there and going, "Yeah, it's fine." It's not. It's not. We haven't got the squad depth to be able to deal with injuries to key players. It's not like we're bringing in a replacement who is anywhere near as good, because they're not. They're not. Gabami could be an absolute world beater, and if he plays against Watford, it's interesting that his last game for Everton was against Watford, and his last full game start was against Watford, and his next start's going to be against Watford, because that may well be the case. Because I don't see how Gomez, who is injured, and Delph that is injured, I don't even see how they walk into this team. Tom Davies isn't that player. We know that already. He's not that player. He's more of an Allen type player, someone who will try and, break the lines, try and potentially break people. But no, I mean, put a foot in. So, yeah, it's just shit. I want to address something as well. I've had loads of West Ham fans commenting on my video, going on about the amount of fouls that West Ham got and Everton got or whatever, all that bullshit. Football's about opinions, West Ham fans. So, look, you won the game. That's the end of the story. But, you know, at the time when Souček hurt his face because of the trailing lead from Rondon, I couldn't see it. I thought it was time wasting. I didn't see any of the blood or anything. So, especially from where I was sitting. So, yeah, there's no need to try and come at me because I just won't have it. If you're in the stadium and you're sitting 80 yards away from where the incident happened, I'm pretty sure unless you've got 20/20 vision, you ain't going to see properly. So, I'd calm yourselves. In terms of Everton going forward, I've been trying to work out ways that we'll cover this. I think it will be Gbamin, and I think Gbamin will be given licence to carry the ball. I'm hoping he can. I'm hoping that's his role because I've got to be honest, I don't remember it from France, and he hasn't played enough for Everton for me to be able to justify it. He scored a goal in pre-season, you know, running with the ball, laying it off and following his run on. So hopefully he can do it. But yeah, it's not a good day today. It's not a good day. Other news, Dan Moyes looks like he will be reintegrated into the project at Bramley-Moore. And this is news that I'm glad has happened, actually. I'm glad it's happened because I never felt that Dan Moyes should have been dropped from the project in any way. I felt he had a great relationship with the fans. And I was very surprised with the way it all come about. So, credit to him. I'm glad he's going to be reintroduced or appears to be being reintroduced this month. And, you know, seeing the ground over the line. You know, they're starting to fill the dock now. You see the boat. If you go on the marine tracker, you'll see the boat. It's going in and out, in and out, in and out constantly. So that's great news. So, yeah, look, everything's positive from that side. So, stadium's going well. And Dan Moyes coming in, I think's good. Other news, Everton player who has been on bail, his bail's been extended until January. So whoever that player is, they are on bail until January. So that is that. Less needs to be said about that, the better. And that is really about it, really, from an Everton perspective today. I don't usually tend to do these little updates anymore, but I'm really concerned by this Decore one. I think it's a massive hindrance. I think just coming off the back of a defeat and the way we lost, with West Ham pretty much dominating the game, it's just shit timing. You know, just before Watford, you know, I was really positive, and I am really positive, you know, because Richarlison's back against Watford, etc. But there's no doubt I'm going to have major concerns. And, you know, I heard someone refer to Tottenham as Donut FC, you know, or Bagel FC, you know, because there's a great big hole in the middle of it. It wouldn't surprise me if that's the way Everton have to play over the next few weeks and months, because we have got people that can hold the ball up top. You know, if Calvert-Lewin comes back soon. But there is a gaping hole where we had a ball carrier and Decore isn't there. So, yeah, huge concerns. But we've just got to get through it. The next 6 or 7 games without Decore are going to be really, really tough. They are, and we're going to have to take as many points from them as possible, because I just don't want to lose that player. I think it's really key that he's given the time to recover, but he's back in the side ASAP. In my opinion, he has been the most improved player from last season. A lot of people have said Yerry Mina, but I've got to be honest, I thought at the end of last season, I thought Yerry had improved anyway, so I would say he was the most improved last season. But he's definitely up there, so, you know, to lose him, yeah, it's shit. It's shit. It's just shit. So there's no sugarcoating it, there's no ring fencing it, there's no getting around it. It is bollocks. And it's typical Everton, no depth. And this is where you're allowed, in my opinion, to question the director of football and the board. 568 million, and we're still playing 2 goalkeepers on the bench. a couple of under 23-year-olds, Gbamin, who hasn't played a game, Tom Davies, who shouldn't be in the Premier League squad. We've got nothing. So, yeah, it's shit. It's actually shit. So, yeah, I'm just leaving it there. It is what it is. Guys, thanks for watching. Sorry, it's really negative. It is negative, I appreciate that, but fucking hell. I'm just going to miss him. So, yeah, guys, I'll see you soon. Peace.